Isn't power scaling part of good writing? I would disagree. Yes, internal consistency is an important thing in writing, but writing isn't really a science as much as I talk about science. The correct way to write is the way that entertains your audience. That means, by the way, all the rules of grammar you've been taught don't matter. All the rules of spelling you've been taught don't matter. All the formatting you've been taught doesn't matter unless your employer specifically requires it. The only thing that matters is if you are entertaining your audience. And you could do this with really weird, misspelled, wonky grammar that goes all over the place. Fucking just read House of Leaves. In the same vein, there are no real rules of internal consistency. As long as what you are doing is entertaining to an audience, it doesn't matter who was more powerful than what in the past. Remember, Daredevil has incapacitated the Hulk. Street-level Daredevil has beaten the one chosen by the one below all, the most evil, most primordial thing in the Marvel Universe. It didn't matter. It was cool. It was cool to see a street-level superhero basically be agile enough to tire the Hulk out. It doesn't matter that the Hulk has punched through reality before. The story was still entertaining. As long as the story is entertaining, then you've done your job as a writer. That's why Stan Lee said what he said. That's why he said it's whoever the author wants to win. It's whatever makes a good story. And the good story is not necessarily the thing that makes some person mathematically win over another person. In fact, it very often isn't. One of our favorite stories to tell, just like as a global society, is of the underdog beating the one who is favored to win. We love underdog stories. And sometimes it's not strategy or anything like that affects the fight. A lot of times it's just bullshit, guts, and power of friendship or anything like that. And we eat that shit up. It is actually a tiny bit concerning that people can watch, all the Dragon Balls, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, so on and so forth, and see time and again that the narrative says this person is more powerful than Goku. They are favored to win. And then see Goku beat them. And their takeaway is not Goku, the underdog, beat them because of his tenacity and want to protect his friends and family and general goodness and way of looking at fights. It allows him to take on a more powerful opponent who is not motivated in the same way. And instead they just take away Goku was always more powerful than that guy mathematically. That's not the story Akira Toriyama was trying to tell. Rest in peace. And I guarantee you it's not the story that any of your favorite comic writers, any of your favorite book writers, any of your favorite manga writers are trying to tell. They are trying to tell the most entertaining story they can. That is frequently not a story where lower number just loses to higher number.